high cost of living is a problem in this country.
Yeah.
Overtaxation, freedom of expression.
Yeah.
And Matiang'i's message centers on trust, integrity, and management of resources.
Yeah.
Do you think his message can solve the current situations in Kenya?
No.
This is the Political Oracle, a segment of the Talk Chat podcast. My name is 𝐌𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐚𝐧𝐠'𝐢, and with me is Dr. 𝐌𝐚𝐭𝐤𝐚𝐽𝐢. Karibu sana daktari.
Asante Maiko.
Today we want to discuss presidential candidate Fred Matiang'i. Again. So Fred Matiang'i has made significant steps as he continues to position himself for the 2027 election.
Yeah.
You remember he resigned from World Bank?
Mm-hmm.
So according to you, daktari, where does Fred Matiang'i currently stand in Kenyan politics?
Compared to other presidential candidates. You are saying he was recently in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he trying to speak to the diaspora people. Mm-hmm. So Matiang'i stand is still shaky, according to me. When he came back, people had a lot of expectations on him. Mm-hmm. He came back at a time when the country was saying, we need a man. Mm-hmm. By that time, Gachagua was still trying to put himself in order. Many people were believing in the constitution that Gachagua cannot contest for presidency. Mm-hmm. By that time, he had not formed his political party. And people were asking, who is this man who can come and save us from William Samoei Ruto? Mm-hmm. And then Matiang'i, he landed in Kenya and he was received by especially the young people who were saying, this is gonna to be our president. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Matiang'i, instead of studying alone, he went and started now seeking alliances with the Gachagua. And that was his first mistake. He sold his power to the person who was already in power when the young people were being harassed in 2024. Mm-hmm. So that was his first mistake. And then, of course, they expected when he goes to Gachagua, he would be a powerful person whom now Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka will say, we are supporting this person. Mm-hmm. That was not the case. Matiang'i was hit for the second time when now words came that he is being endorsed by Azimio and Uhuru Kenyatta. Mm. It was the second thing that took away his power. And now people started becoming suspicious about Matiang'i. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Kisii, and he never showed his ability to speak to the people of Kisii. Then he went to television shows, and Matiang'i did not show the competence that people expected from him. Mm-hmm. Where does he stand? Matiang'i doesn't seem to take quick actions in fixing himself as a presidential contender in this country. He lacks the language, he lacks the structure, he lacks the vehicle. Yeah. And that puts him at a very weak position against the expectations of the people. Because we expected Matiang'i would come when people's expectation, for example, on him are at 80%. And he should have pushed that to 100% by convincing us that he is ready to take over from the current government. He has not offered that. In fact, what we have seen a Matiang'i who is riding on Gachagua. Mm-hmm. Gachagua has become more powerful and more influential than Matiang'i in the conclave where he is part of. And therefore, what I can say, Matiang'i could be a done deal. Yeah, Matiang'i could be a done deal. And one thing he didn't do, as I said in our previous videos, he did not sit down and analyze himself, his strengths, his weaknesses, his possibilities, and how much constituency he had. So why am I saying Matiang'i is now copying Gachagua? Mm-hmm. What Gachagua did, Gachagua went to the US, launched a party there, spoke to the people. And then Matiang'i is doing the same thing. He is copying a strategy. He was not the first person to have that strategy. And you remember when we talked about having a manifesto that is copyrightable, it means you should come up with your unique way of running your own politics. Matiang'i is not unique in any way. He is not giving us anything new. And I'm not saying this to discredit him. I'm saying this to challenge him. There is still time to sit down and try to give a rebirth to his own dream. And he should stop selling his vision to other people. Immediately he is with Gachagua, it means they have different goals. Gachagua is trying to remove Ruto because of what Ruto did to him. What is it that Matiang'i is trying to fight Ruto for? And that is why Matiang'i has not spoken against the government.
Yeah.
No. If Ruto wakes today and tells Matiang'i, come, I want to give you this slot in the government, Matiang'i will just go. Simple. Yeah. He is just go running. We will not hold him accountable for going because he has not told us anything against the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have reminded me, in his speech in Minnesota, he said that if Kenyans entrust him with votes, they should hold him accountable.
Wonderful people, when the time comes, at the right time, when we move close, I ask you for your vote. But I don't stop there. I ask you to also hold me to account. That if you are drawn enough to give me your vote, also hold me to account. Ask me questions.
How realistic is this?
Matiang'i anabanti sana because he has no vote in Kenya and he is going to look for votes from diaspora. Gachagua has votes from the mountain. That is why he is looking for votes from diaspora. So he is looking for votes from diaspora and he has no votes in Kisii. I think we need to discuss that. Why is he, first of all, not consolidating to become a Kisii kingpin? You know, we usually have assumptions, especially with the politicians, because they are in politics, because they have been elected, they have interacted with the powerful people. They think that they understand political strategies. I don't think Matiang'i has sat down and tried to employ or seek advice from political strategists who can give him a strategy that can help him rise and become a presidential material. He has not. He is working with assumptions. In politics, we don't work with emotions and assumptions. Politics is strategy. Now, William Ruto is enticing the very youth that Matiang'i could have captured. He should have captured them. Some politicians usually sometimes think they know, but later they realize they never knew anything, especially about politics. I wish Matiang'i could have moved swiftly, and we have advised him in this podcast. First, form your own party. Two, make sure you capture the Kisii people. And then, once the Kisii people have endorsed you, let now them convince other Kenyans that, okay, we have trusted this person. You can trust him. Because your testimony comes from home. Charity begins at home.
Yeah.
But we have not seen that. We have not even seen his wife. We have not seen his wife endorsing him. We have not seen his child, his son, endorsing him. We have not seen his village people endorsing him. Even people in Minnesota, they didn't endorse him. He should have captured those loud voices in the US, the likes of Miguna, to speak for him. But he has not done that. He is going on his own. But it does not work like that.
Yeah. So, Daktari, high cost of living is a problem in this country.
Yeah.
Overtaxation. Low business incentives, freedom of expression, and Matiang'i's message centers on trust, integrity, and management of resources.
Yeah.
Do you think his message can solve the current situations in Kenya.
No, and that is why I usually have a problem with Matiang'i, because he is not speaking to the needs of the people. Why? Because he has not asked. If Matiang'i sat down and asked Kenyans what they want, but he doesn't speak to them, he should have known that whatever he is speaking about is good. The issue of investment is good. The issue of unemployment is good, which is also a fallacy. I don't agree with it. The problem of Kenya is not unemployment. By the way, it's a big scam. It has been a big scam and a myth that there is unemployment in Kenya. Hear me and hear me again. When we talk about unemployment, most people talk about the formal employment. They don't talk about the informal sector. The formal sector employs a very small, insignificant part of population. Above 80% of Kenyans are in the informal sector. Just a small number is employed. Even if you create 100% employment opportunity in Kenya, you'll have only handled around 17%. What about the other over 80%? When we talk about unemployment is a narrative which is a scam in this country. In fact, the young people now, the young generation, the millennials and Gen Zs, they are not interested in employment. They are interested in working out themselves and not being employed. They are interested in being empowered to create their own income generating units. So when you talk about investment, okay, Kenya is now at what we call upper lower class. Upper lower class is when now they start thinking about how can we lift ourselves from the basic needs to the second level. Investment is good, but investment at what level? Of late, we have heard, especially at the beginning of this year, very many people talking about the money market, the buying of the government bonds and bills. But how can you go and invest money in a money market which is meant to have very little return? For example, you are told to invest your money at your level, buying government bonds, 100,000. Then you keep that money there. After 6 months, you are told it will earn 25,000. What are you eating during that time? Our needs are basic. And Matiang'i should know, Kenyans are talking about high cost of living. He should be telling us how we will address the high cost of living. You cannot address the high cost of living through investment. He should explain to us what kind of economy is he talking about. Because Kenyans, as for now, they are fighting with subsistence economy. They are not at the level of benefiting from that investment economy he is talking about. 2, overtaxation that is trickling down and being felt down to the people. That is what he should be talking about. He should be talking about how to incentivize businesses. Not investment at that high level, at a lower level. He has not been able to crack to us what he means by investment. And that is why Ruto was able to endear to many people in 2022. He was talking about Mama Mboga. He was talking about border economy. He was talking about the economy at a lower level. That is where the problem is. Lack of freedom of expression, of course, is another thing that is facing especially the Gen Zs and millennials. They try to express themselves. It is taken badly. So young people are silent. The voices are silent. Those are the things you should be talking about. But as someone says, he cannot understand. He is not understanding. Hawezi elewa hiyo. Hawezi elewa. Unless sasa akuwe na someone who can really tell him. But you know, we don't know Matiang'i as a person who is good at listening also. He's still is behaving like he is CS for interior. Yeah, I wish he hears this and takes this positive, because I'm not criticizing him, but I'm trying to tell him to wake up and see things the way they are, and know that at one particular moment, there are many Kenyans who still have a lot of hope in him. He cannot afford to play around when that opportunity has been given to him. And I would tell him, to whom much is given, much is expected. And he needs just to know that Kenyans had expectations on him, and he is giving us a let down. And we will actually stone him for letting us down.
But Daktari, his legacy as the CS is commendable.
His legacy is commendable because he stood by his word. Matiang'i came and revolutionized education. Actually, it was his time when stealing exam was almost going to zero. He did a good work. When he was CS Interior, he was a no-nonsense person. Good work. But also, at the same time, you should know that people are not elected in Kenya based on their legacies. Never. If he is banging on the legacy, no. He will be tested at the ballot by his ability to understand how politics work, not how to work with the politics. He has experience on how to work with the politics. He has no experience on how politics work. He has experience on how to work with Uhuru Kenyatta because Uhuru Kenyatta was elected and he was in power. So he has experience on how to work with power. He has no experience on how to influence people to give him power. So he worked with that given power. He did not work with his own power. He should know how can he place himself into power, not how power can take him and use him. It was being used. And credit goes to, not to Matiang'i, it goes to Uhuru Kenyatta who picked him.
So what challenges might he face when convincing Kenya to elect him in 2027?
Speaking their language. Speaking their language and stop speaking the language of the regimes. He is still speaking the language of regimes.
So, Daktari, you believe that Matiang'i's promises do not align with Kenyan problems?
Yeah, they don't. They don't align. How now? How? How? Yeah, he is speaking like an outsider. An outsider, I mean outsider from the people. Matiang'i speaks more like a government CS than a person who is promising to offer alternative government.
Thank you so much, Daktari, for the discussion. We have come to the end of our political oracle. Thank you for staying tuned. Until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.